Nokia 7.1 is in my hands. I haven't ever reviewed a Nokia phone. This phone is one of a kind. The build, it's got an aluminium frame. So the finishing, smooth finishing, it's fantastic. Look at the cameras here, using Carl Zeiss optics. It's the camera mount, double cameras, 12 megapixel, 5 megapixel. It's, the quality of the picture is too good. Whoa, what happened? Okay, the back and the front, it's glass, right? Glass and glass. This is glass up here, so it's better be protected by a cover. Let's look at the front. They put the name down here, so it's quite confusing. If you pick up the phone, you expect the name to be up. So the name is down here, no bezel buttons. Right here where you see this, that's the menu button. So you can choose.
Hi, Kyra. I'm your assistant.
There was some options here where there's a square button, whatever. So I just changed that in the settings. The top camera, forgive me for the hideous glass protector. The phone is very new, so we didn't get a glass protector for it. I'm using one for 5.1. Otherwise, the screen looks awesome. I think it's the first phone I'm using with a HDR10 glass, HDR10 display. It's like a 2088 by 1080 pixels. It's amazing quality. And yeah, so that's how it looks like from the front. Okay, with the camera there and the speaker. I haven't yet tested calling with this phone. Yes, I haven't tested calling it, so we'll see about it. This is how you open up the menu. Right, it's quite cool features. If you want to go back, you press that one. And some of the features I noted, it's quite good up here. When it comes to display, we have the night light, which I like using on my Infinix. This one already has it. So this enhanced HDR10 display. This is like awesome. And if you have this phone with you, the camera of the phone I'm using currently is not doing justice to the screen quality of this, but it's wonderful. And the size, look at the size of it. It's small, it's compact, and it packs a very powerful processor. I'm going to talk about the processor very soon. The only reason I go for a phone is not usually the camera or the size or whatever. I only go for a phone because of its RAM and because of its processor. What else? What other feature did I see which is awesome? We have talk back. So something which is just on, is it? There's digital well-being. Like these guys literally care for you, know. They tell you how much screen time you've used, how many times you've unlocked. So you can also control this, and you can reduce your interruptions as you're walking. And yeah, usually all fiber lines they work on Nokia phones, but Nokia 7.1 is not included. So if you think you're buying a Nokia phone for the sake of using the fiber 4G network, then I'm sorry, it's not going to work. I am currently using Airtel, but I'm using the Wi-Fi for fiber. Now, so this is the, what do you call this? If you want to switch between apps, whoo, so many so far. Okay, it doesn't show anywhere how much RAM is being used. So maybe if we check up here, storage, 64 GB ROM. Where's the RAM? It's not showing anywhere how much RAM is being used. So it's a 4 GB RAM phone. And the Android got upgraded to Android 9.0. That's the latest. Yeah, it's called Pi. So it just got upgraded today morning. That's how it looks like, Android 9.0. Another thing about this one, if you're used to the back button being here, I'm used to back button here. So the back one is here. So it's kind of everything is opposite with this one. And yeah, it's a single SIM phone. It's not dual SIM. So you're gonna have to also work with that. Single SIM phone with micro SD. The slot is here. Micro SD that can support up to 400 GB. Now let's go through some specs. Wait. Let's go through, what do you call this? Download speeds. So I want to check how fast this phone is with a 4 GB RAM. It's sleeping. Let's download Instagram. Right. See how fast the execution is. Seriously, if you get this with the 1 GB RAM phone, you can't do this. So that's, oh my god, see that speed. Woo! This is real time, guys. And there we have Instagram is downloaded. Let's go for Facebook. $63 MB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 seconds. Facebook in. Which other app am I using? No, these are not my apps. These are my apps. Nope, these are also not my apps. My apps, yeah. TTD, not now. LinkedIn, let me use it from here. This processing power is quite fast. Now, the processor used here is a Snapdragon 636. Let's study the specs here. Okay? As you can see, I don't know what else should I discover about this. Flash the camera. I took a picture. My brother took a picture of me. Let's see where the gallery is. I'm looking at a phone through another phone, so I can't really see the gallery. Oh, I think it's files, and yeah. So those are the pictures. That's me sitting there in the office. Well, I can't show you from another phone how the picture quality is, but then it's quite crisp, no interference, and what do you call that? Noise. Yeah, there's very little noise, or not whatsoever. So yeah, it's got a 5.84-inch screen. Yeah, that's the pixels. And the camera, there are two cameras, dual cameras, 12 megapixel and 5 megapixel with a 1.8 aperture. Really good. It's better than the 6.1. And yeah, it's very light, 160 grams, very thin, 8 millimeters. You can see how much it fits in my finger. But I've got very tiny hands. Look at that, like half of my finger. You can see it's. Should I compare it with what? The keyboard. We have half of the space bar. Right? That's how thin it is. It's got a 64 GB internal, single SIM. Okay, it was released 2 months ago in October. HDR3, HDR10 with a Corning Gorilla 3. That doesn't mean you can drop your phone. Be very careful with it. I got myself a protective cover. This cover is for a Nokia 5.1, but it fits because all the ports are the same size. Although I had to do some adjustment here for the earphones. So cut it off a bit with my paper cutter. Otherwise, this case is quite good, sturdy. Okay, I dropped my stand. Yeah, the camera, they've used Carl Zeiss optics. Dual LED, dual tone flash, there's panorama. It's like a really professional camera inside. It's like, I don't know, way better than Infinix in many ways. Because it's small, I'm not used to typing on it. So this, you can do this and go on professional mode. Yeah, you see, that's professional mode. You can change the settings, whatever. And there's so many other things. There's live bokeh. I don't know what that is. Panorama, where you can like take so many pictures in a wide angle. There's options up here. Amazing camera. Now the main brain is this Cryo 260 Snapdragon 636. For those of you guys just see Snapdragon, you know what these things are. That's a chipset, the brain that controls your phone. Okay. Now normally phones you were using like Snapdragon 420, 450, then came to 800. Like I think Samsung Note 8 uses Snapdragon 850, something like that. So this one is using Snapdragon 636. Okay, and it has got an octa-core of 1.8 gigahertz. There's like 8 cores working together, 8 brains, 8 processors working together at a speed of 1.8 gigahertz. That's like really fast. Oh, that's the ringtone for the WhatsApp. Okay, dual cameras, 12 megapixel, 5 megapixel, all at once, and